Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today I wanted to make a guide for the one-shot ZERAORA Discharge build because I honestly think that this Pokemon is kind of dangerously underrated, and with pick ban coming out, with draft coming out, I think that ZERAORA could be a really solid pick or jungling or laning, and I want to talk about it. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about the held items. First, you want to look at the passive. I guess I should do that. Volt Absorb. This Pokemon gains electric charge whenever it receives damage, converting that portion of that damage into additional attack. It's essentially like a mini weakness policy. Weakness policy works really, really well in this Pokemon and is actually a really big core part of this build because as you take damage, your attack set is going to increase, and you pretty much will always have this anywhere between like 2 and 4 stacks as you're just moving around and jumping into fights. So this is going to increase your damage by a pretty good amount. It gives you a little bit of health as well. Now, the other absolutely main core part of this build that leads to that whole one-shot thing is the energy amplifier. Now, the energy amplifier is when you use your Unite move, you do an additional 21% damage. So the core of this build is that you're going to be using Volt Switch and Discharge, and essentially you're going to be Volt Switching in towards your enemy. If you're using an X attack like me, you're going to pop X attack. You're going to Unite move your squishy target, your Pikachu, your Dodrio, whatever target you're trying to one-shot, or like the core of the group. You're gonna Unite move them, it's gonna hit, and then you're gonna instantly turn on Discharge. And so your Unite move's gonna hit, and you're gonna be gaining all the benefits of your Unite move. You're gonna be able to auto attack in that range. You're gonna have your Discharge on, and you're gonna be doing that extra 21% increased damage while your attack set's gonna be raised from your passive, your X attack, and from your weakness policy. Now, with the Unite move itself, unleashes a blast of lightning, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and throwing them. This also creates a zone of plasma that paralyzes opposing Pokemon caught inside of it, increases the user's basic attack range and damage dealt while the user is inside of it. So if you're inside the Plasma Gale, you're going to be doing a lot more damage, increases your basic attack range, and then we have our Muscle Band. Now, Muscle Band, I think the third slot item on this build is actually a little bit open, but Muscle Band has felt the best for me. This increases your clear time, it gives you early game presence, it gives you more shred on objectives, it gives you, if you don't instantly one-shot somebody with this build, it gives you that cleanup where you can just kind of swipe through them and clean up, and ultimately it just feels like a really solid option. If you're laning and you want more damage on the one shot, you could either drop the Muscle Band for an attack weight, or if you want to keep the Muscle Band in your laning, you could drop the weakness policy for an attack weight. So really, really core part of the build. This is what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to dive into the practice area to show you a couple of things on Zera, and then we're going to dive into a game. All right, here we are in the practice area. Now, I want to talk briefly about the ZERA Discharge pull tech. This is something that is not super easy to do, but it is something that you should know and have in your arsenal. Essentially, the way that Discharge works is that if you have a boosted auto on an enemy and you discharge someone, it's going to pull them in. So you can pair that combination with a Volt Switch to get a very large pull. So what you want to do is you want to Volt Switch in, and I'm going to try to get it on the first time because even I'm not perfect. You're going to Volt Switch in, Discharge, hit them, and then you're going to Volt Switch back at the very second that the discharge ends. You can actually see I didn't even get it. So right when the discharge is about to end, you need to have all those conditions done, and then you Volt Switch back. So we'll see, get the, and then you pull them in. So that's a really, really important tool to know because you can get backline targets with that. You know, if you're dancing a fight, you jump over a wall, you know, you get something like this going. I didn't even get the discharge off, but you get the point, right? So it's definitely a tool in your arsenal that you need to know. And hopefully it's something that you can like learn to master because you really have to get the timing down to be able to do it, but very, very useful tool. Now, the last thing I want to show you is essentially what your burst is going to look like. So let me catch up to like level 13 at least. So what your burst is going to look like essentially is like you're going to be dancing a fight, and with Zera you really want to play your cooldowns. So as the team is fighting or you're looking for your target, I see the squishy attacker, I'm going to turn my X attack, go in, Unite, use my Unite move, turn on my Discharge, which I actually messed that up, and then you're basically just going to one-shot them. So I actually messed that up. So you really just want to dash in, turn on your X attack, and I'll see if I can do that again. So you want to like Volt Switch in, turn on your X attack, use your Unite move on the target that you're trying to one-shot or on the clump of the group, because sometimes if they're just grouped up, that's really what you want to do. And then you're going to turn on your Discharge and auto attack away. So all of your damage is really coming from the Unite move buffing you, from the energy amplifier, and just from the Unite move buffing you, but also just from turning on your Discharge and standing in the area. So whereas this build is much more focused on team fighting, I'd say the Wild Charge build is much more focused on like backline picks. So that's kind of important to know. Let's see if I can find the Venusaur here somewhere. Here's what you're going to want to do. X attack, volt switch, use your unite move, turn on your discharge, and then you just auto attack until they're dead. And it's a pretty strong combo. All right, now that we've seen some things on ZERAORA in the practice range, let's go ahead and jump into a game. All right, I realized I didn't talk about emblems, so let's do that really quickly. I think with ZERAORA, emblems are really simple. You just want the 6 brown passive, and then the rest you can do with whatever you want. To be honest, I use a pretty general page. It's attack and crit. It's got 6 brown, 4 whites with 3.3% crit. You could focus heavy on attack stat to make your big burst bigger. You could go a little into defensives if you want to sprinkle some of your passives around. But ultimately, I think when it comes to ZERAORA, you just want to hit that 6 brown passive, and it doesn't really matter what the rest of it you do. But yeah, I think that that's just the best way to look at it. All right, let's dive in. I just realized I have three lane attackers, so hopefully we have a decent kind of setup. I don't know, all of my team like characters are decent, so I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm a little bit worried, but we're gonna dive over the wall with Slash. I'm gonna treat this game a little bit like an A to Z. So I have my weakness, my energy amp, and my muscle band. I've been focusing bot lane a lot more lately in my games, so I'm gonna start my jungle rotation on blue side. We start off with Slash. I'm gonna use my X attack so I can get that back on cooldown, and Slash will actually do the knock up and stop the attack of both of these buffs. So you can see, you can just go straight in and Slash, it'll knock up, stop the attack, and then we can kind of just like pull toward the back over here and finish our rotation. So, all right. So yeah, I've been focusing bottom a lot more with the changes to Rayquaza. It just doesn't feel like Aleki's like score tempo matters all that much. So I've been focusing more on getting buffs and like getting strength and farming and things of that nature. So, all right, we are here in the bottom lane now. Let's see if I can help turn on this. If we turn and fight, we might have something here. Nice. I don't know if I'll get the knock up or enough to do enough damage here. Oh, nice. Huge. Alright, cool. 850s are up, so we can go for that now. Use our X attack just to burn through this, get our volt switch, and we are going to head out now. So blue buff should be coming up here soon. They do have their jungle Charizard there. So we're going to try to blow through this very quickly. I might even go for a jungle invade. Don't think I can help them, really. He's staying a long time, so I can try to get up there to help because he's staying a really long time. He's actually basing. No way, dude. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. He got that base off, but in any case, it's all good. We'll dive back into our jungle. We'll finish this jungle up, and then we will go toward the 8-minute center farm. Quick tip for farming, you can always just double tap your volt switch to get the quick attack speed buff that you're going to get, and then like do the pass-through damage. So definitely something to consider. Okay. We'll steal those. Okay, he gets the big, which sucks. Oh my gosh, that hurts. We're going to dip out of here. We'll probably just take a quick base. Ugh, I feel like top lane is just struggling so hard. They're getting camped by the jungle so hard. I don't think I can fight this, to be honest. With all 3 of them there, they just lost lane super hard. That's a tough lane. That's a tough one. All right, well, we got to push for our level 9. We'll probably just go straight to bot lane. Yeah, them losing lane that early is rough. That's really rough. We'll probably wait for this red buff to show up. Oh, they're going to roam down to bottom now is the problem. Oh, yeah, lanes are getting stomped right now. Top lane into bottom lane is tough. I don't really think there's anything we can do with that. They don't have a ton of turn in though, so I really just need to focus on my level 9 so I can be strong. Alright, so we're going to get our level 9. I'm going to head to bottom. We can definitely team fight now. We're in that area. Or if they group up enough, or even if it should, yeah, 2 or 3 of them. Okay. They're too far in my retreat for me to dive in and use my Unite move, so can't do that just yet. And let's go ahead and start this Regice if we can. I want them to come in. Okay. Dive it in, use my X attack, my ult, my Unite move, my discharge, turn it all on, and boom, we're going to kill all of them, essentially. If I was a little bit closer to the Guardia, I get a guaranteed kill on the Guardia as well, but we're just going to focus on getting this Regice and hope that she does not steal it. We don't have great secure, and honestly, this thing is resetting, which is super obnoxious and annoying. But the worst part is the fact that I just don't have a way to deal with the Guardia. Okay, cool. He's able to push that out. Top lane is pretty much dead. There's nothing we can do with that. They have a Charizard up there. Even if we go up there, we're just way too far behind to deal with them. So it'd be nice if I had a way to... Oh gosh, I can't really do anything to them. I can do a little bit of damage to them, but I don't have any of my big burst or any of my big cooldowns. So I think I can't really do much until we just like farm up and do more of our thing. I can try to get it nice. I can try to get a pull on her maybe. No, didn't get the boosted auto in. So that's a nice pick. We really need some turn in though, and I just need to get another unite move so I can be strong. They're just still like fighting the Charizard on that tower, which I think is funny because like he doesn't have any points. You could probably just walk away from him or get a kill on him, so that's good. Might be some mid farm up. We can take a look for that. We're definitely just behind this game, so definitely something to consider there. All right, we get the big. He misses his Scald. I have my Unite move, so we can probably go for the next Alecki and try to contest that if possible. With them diving this tower, I got to come down here. I'm going to probably burst them. No, I can't stop that. I don't even want to burst them because there's not much of a point. I think I got like a mini pull tech or a pull tech on that Eldegoss. She just died, so it's not going to full pull. Okay, with tower gone in top, that's actually pretty huge. We're really behind in terms of score because they've scored on like every one of our goals, but I'm strong. I think they've Charizard United, so I don't think that they're gonna have that. And these guys are just relentless in bottom lane, but we're gonna go for this Alecki, and maybe we can even push it in. If we can get this Alecki, we could push it into their tier 2, and I could use my Unite move there, or if they come contest this, I'll be forced to. But we could probably just burn this really, really quickly and just get this and put it on field, which will hopefully be really helpful to us. Yeah, up there they come in. I'm just trying to focus it down. Nice. I am Slowbro United. Dude, this guy has damage on his build right now. He is like full mage bro. That hurts, which sucks because it kills my potential push here. I can try to get over there, but dude, he's got to be like full mage bro. That hurts. All right, let's try to see if I can get there. It got in, so I can definitely get my 40 points in. I can maybe even do a big burst, like one shot on them, so. Oh no, oh no. I can't even score. I can't even score, man. That's tough. I literally am just spamming it. It won't let me in. Oh, that's so tough. We're just not getting any score tempo this game, it feels like. We're just like stuck in these perpetual fights with these bottom laners. Okay, so we're gonna have a big team fight with them. I've been able to still get some really good kills. At this point, with where the map is at the current time of the game, there's not really many opportunities to score. You can maybe get a cheeky back cap, but the safest thing for me now is just gonna be just farming my levels best I can and just trying to get as much experience as I can. Push myself to 14, maybe something like that, and just do the best I can like that. All right. We're going to definitely have another Unite move, which if I had one at like the 3-minute mark with Energy Amp, I could probably use one, but I don't have it, so we're probably just going to get this last one of the game. It's only normal struggling. That's actually not that bad. It's really not that bad. I can definitely hit 14 in the next minute or so. Yeah. We are probably going to want to defend this top Alecki, though. I wonder if I can help here. Maybe forcing Unite move, too. Yeah, we don't even need to. Nice, okay. I do think that this endgame Alecki would be nice to have. With the timing of it, it may not be terrible to... nice, force an eject button. It may not be terrible to use a Unite move here. Careful. I think we're just going to dance this mostly. It's actually not a terrible initiation. I wonder if I can just do a pull tech on her. I actually just full burst her just by jumping in. I think he tried to Unite move. I think that Charizard wasted his Unite move there. Yeah, we can just win normal fights here. Cool. Honestly, we just win the normal fight. With Pikachu scoring, we could pressure the bottom score. I think I can pressure bottom score here. I don't think we need to rip on them. Cool. Alright, we're going to dive away. We don't want to lose too much health. And we just need our cooldowns to be able to fully fight them. It's really all we need. Okay, on the Guardy, we can just take out the Guardy for free, essentially. I do think that the Charizard has Unite move, and I feel like the Slowbro is trying to ult me. I do have my Burst, and they're in a Charizard Unite, so we're going to back up. We still have our full burst. All right, we're going to use it here. Full burst here. And we're going to take them down very quickly. Boom. Focus the Scizor. Just heavy A pressing him. Use Volt Switch. Nice. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Our normal lead will push into a guaranteed win. and just try to be patient. You don't want to fight when you don't have cooldowns. That's the way that discharge work. If you don't have volt switch discharge, you're just walking around the outside unless you're cleaning up a fight. Like, you really got to be disciplined on your like volt switch discharge usage, because I could see that fight was going down, but just walking into it to get some auto attacks in isn't going to help me. So friends, there you have it. That's how you want to be playing the like one-shot ZERAORA build. It's strong, man. It really is. You're not going to always see like 100,000 damage games, but it's because you're big bursting. So you just boom, you blow them up, they're dead, they're gone, and then you don't have to worry about them anymore. So I'm, 82,000. Sometimes I have a game that looks exactly like that, where it's like 42,000, because you're just constantly blowing them up at once. But yeah, having your full rotation, having your combo, it's really, really solid. Friends, drop a like on the video, subscribe for future Pokemon Unite content. As always, be sure to be kind to one another. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.